If you're having trouble making the perfect fitted thumb slug, I have a solution for you. You can make it here at home. What you'll need are a couple of items. First, silicone rubber, the catalyst, an eyedropper for the catalyst, a stirring stick and measuring device. You need an old, properly pitched thumb slug, a measuring device, Sharpie, oil-based modeling clay. You'll need PVC pipe, a triangular file, a bowling ball with your switch grip, and this is what you'll make, which is your mold of thumb. You'll need an outer sleeve, some white out, several rubber bands, a straight edge ruler, and some old thumb slugs. And also don't forget to go to your local pro shop to get your thing. What we have here is the bowler's favorite thumb slug. We're going to be using this to make the final moldings for our cast. As you can see, this one has been broken. The locking tip has been chipped away, as well as the top. In this case, that's not going to matter. What is important is that the middle of the slug fits the bowler's thumb. Basically what this means, or what you're looking for, is that the forward or reverse, the left or the right lateral thumb pitch, as well as the correct oval dimensions, all fit the bowler's thumb. Yeah. Now we'll be inserting the modeling clay into the thumb slug. This serves for two purposes. You want to keep the material from leaking out of the end of the slug, and also it helps the bowler maintain a straight thumb in the ball. The modeling clay will be formed to the pad of the thumb. You're going to want to stick it in and then take your finger and mold it like this. This holds the nail straight against the slug. To get the proper sizing, you're going to need the bowler to insert his thumb, and then you'll mold it around his thumb. What we're doing now is we're going to mark our ball. This is going to assist in getting the proper orientation for our casting. How we do that is we're going to measure from the center of the finger holes to the back of the thumb slug, like that. And we're going to make a mark. And then we're going to go ahead and take our thumb slug that's been molded and insert it. Now that the thumb slug has been inserted, we're going to take our modeling clay and form it along the edges. This is going to help get us the perfect shape of the bowler's thumb. So you're just going to want to put it around the ball, over the thumb slug. And then once you've done that, the bowler then puts his thumb in, and you mold around his thumb, like so. Has been shaped to the top part of the bowler's thumb. We're going to do our locating notch. What we're going to do is we're going to file down on the back side of the hole.
Triangle file.
With a triangle file. Just like so. You want to make sure that you get a notch in the clay and in the thumb slug. Like that. That way you know where to insert it. This is the smooth insert of the clay. It's been molded to the bowler's thumb, and now we're getting ready for our final preparations. You take your clay and you're going to roll it out like a worm. Like that. PVC pipe. Put it on top right here. And then this is basically just going to hold it on for you for either 6 hours or overnight, whatever one you prefer. And you just smush it down. Make sure it's on there nice and tight. Just like that. Now we're ready to mix our silicone rubber. What we're going to do is we're going to take the silicone rubber right here, and for a larger thumb, we're going to go ahead and mix in here. You want to do 1 3/4 ounces, and it's tough to get out. But once you do it, you just put it in here. Okay, and then once you have that, you're going to take your catalyst, and on the back of your thing it'll say how much. In this case it's 1 1/3 milliliters. And you put this in here, and then about 1/3. Okay. And then you want to mix this for about a minute to make sure that it gets in there. So you just do this, put on my timer, and for a minute, just do this. You don't want there to be air bubbles in here, and so if you mix with like figure eights and just get it nice, and scrape the sides, make sure it gets in there. It's kind of like baking. Okay, so your minute is up. And now you're going to go ahead and pour it into here. What I find helps is to do it a little farther up so that it strings. This prevents from air bubbles getting into your ball. You want to scrape, make sure you get it all. You want to do this until it's full. Okay. Then you take your ball. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and find, hi baby. You're gonna go ahead and find a carpet or something soft so that you don't hurt your ball. Maybe sit. Okay, and then you're gonna do this. This is gonna make sure that the air bubbles get out of. Okay. Okay, bring it back. And then you're gonna go ahead and let it sit for overnight, and it's gonna dry. After you've waited at least 6 hours, or in my case, overnight, it's time to remove the molding. This molding here is oil-based, and you can use it, reuse it, so that's good to know. You can just set that aside for now. We're gonna take the PVC pipe off, and then we're going to get this out. Oh, that is phallic. Okay, and then that is what we have so far. What I'm doing here is I'm prepping 2 old inserts that no longer can be used. I like to use 2 because you have one for your spare ball and one for your strike ball. I'm basically going to cut about 1/3 of it off. That leaves plenty of room for your thumb base. You just we're going to be using this part. I can't do it. Yay! See the inside. And this is what the inside looks like. We're going to drill this out. Okay. What we're doing now is prepping our outer switch grip sleeve. What you want to look for is the markings that have been placed there by the factory to locate the backside of the thumb. We're going to extend these markings because when it gets cut down to fit into the ball, we lose that. And so how you do that, you want to take wide out and a measuring panel and just line it up right where the factory markings are. And you take your wide out, just make a line, like so. And then the already cut one, you just place in there and lock it in with your thumb. making our final preparations for our urethane, we're going to want to take our thumb mold, which has already had the notch made from the ball. We're going to want to make that more predominant. So if you can see right there, just going to extend it like so. And then with the outer thumb sleeve that has already been cut down to size to fit perfectly into the ball, we're going to line up those two things. Rubber band on here like so. You could go ahead and take it to the pro shop. What they'll do there is they'll fill it with urethane, color it to your liking.
Is this yours, Chris? Uh-huh. I'm killing too many. Too many? Have to give up.
Now that you're home from the pro shop and you've had the urethane poured into the mold, I'm going to show you how to disassemble your product. Just take off the rubber bands, like so, then twist, then your mold comes out, and then you have this. We also have the blue one for the spare, and then you just put it in your ball, and you put it in, and make sure it's locked in there. And then you have the perfect thumb slug for your thumb. Sometimes in the winter, you may find that you maybe have put on a little weight, or for whatever reason your thumb is a little bit bigger and you no longer fit your molding that you've made. In this case, you don't have to redo everything. What you do is take your old mold and take some bowler's tape. 2 pieces will work just fine in most cases. And then you want to go ahead and put it on here. Basically what we're doing is we're expanding the mold, making it bigger so that when you redo it, the mold will fit your fingers. You just put both pieces of tape right on each other, right where your line is, your mark that we've made, and then do the mold.